Here we go. Here we go. What's up? What's up? We're giving everybody a chance to get up in here. This is New York. You in the building with New York and New York's live podcast. Thank y'all for coming on through. I already know there's probably one or two people up in here. Yes, yes, yes. Come on up in the place to be. Turn the volume down. Turn the volume down. I don't need that volume no more. Let me know y'all can hear me. Let me know y'all can hear me. I know Mr. John is already up in here already. What up, Text Boy? What up? What up? What up, what up? Smash like as you come up in the place to be. Let me know that y'all can hear me loud and clear by giving me the thumbs up or just say loud and clear, either one. I want to make sure everybody hear me. I want to make sure nobody misses anything. I want to make sure nobody misses anything. Mike Corleone, what's happening? 87 Caprice, what's happening? What's happening? Definitely loud and clear. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. I'm glad I'm loud and clear. Olivia 89, that's somebody new. Welcome to be in the place with your boy New York in Your City podcast. I see a handful of new people. Let's see, Sean's Design, what's happening? Appreciate you coming through. Kendall Carson. Wow, some new folks coming through. Y'all welcome up on in the place to be. Come on in, have a seat, grab you a drink. I mean, not from here. I don't have any drinks over here, but grab you a drink in your own house. Put your feet up, relax. We're going to get into a handful of things tonight you do not want to miss. Do not want to miss, but definitely come on in, get comfortable and whatnot. All my folks, y'all welcome in the place to be. Welcome into the new folks that's in here. And all my same folks that come through, definitely appreciate y'all for rocking with your boy. We're going to talk about some great things. I want to get a chance for everybody to come up here. Me and Jane, what's happening, man? What's happening? Appreciate you always coming rocking with your boy. But definitely want to give everybody a chance to get in before we just kind of get into anything. Because I got a couple things to get into before we get started. Oh, you know what? I'll save those. I'm going to save those parts because my first guest is already here waiting on me. That's what I like. As soon as I get in it, wait for people to get in, they just come right on in. And when I bring this guest up, I'm telling y'all don't want to miss what he got going on. For those that have not followed him, after this is done, you're going to want to follow him. You're going to want to follow him and see everything he's doing because he's doing a lot of great things. And I love what he's doing. I got to, like I said in my IG, for those, I did a quick pre-live before the live. Someone didn't see me, and Mr. John saw it. I got a chance to meet this guest that's coming up in passing. And I like what he was doing with what he had already. And then now he's doing something else that's even bigger, that's thinking way outside the box. And I love that thinking outside the box. What up, Just Auto Channel? Make sure I don't miss anybody. What up, David? What up, what up? Appreciate y'all for coming on through. Share y'all coming on through. Yes, Sean, we're about to get into that. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and introduce the first guest for the night. So like everybody just coming up on here getting comfortable. Man, this is somebody who I consider a game changer right now. Not just a game changer motivator, and giving plenty of inspiration. And I'm welcome to the stage, Mr. Vaughn. What's happening, bro? Uh-oh, I can't hear anything. Hold on. Okay, say something. Uh-oh, what happened to the volume? I can hear me, but I can't hear you. Hold on. Hold on, everyone. Hold on. Don't know what just happened, but the whole volume just went berserk. This is what we're going to do. Let's refresh this. Because I see something spinning and stuck. All right, say something now. Still can't hear nothing. Hold on. Hold on, everybody. We're going to refresh this. I don't know what just happened to the sound, but it went out for a second. I don't know if he had his mic turned off. Hold on. He coming back. See, Mean Gene, Sean, a lot of people already know what we're gonna get. What one of the main things we're gonna talk about. Yes, Mean Gene, he got that bill that's gonna be epic. It's something different. It's out thinking out so far out the box. I'm like, man, I had to get him on so we can talk about it. And not just that, some other things that he's working on too. So yes. Oh, you were just in and you disappeared. Okay, Vaughn, I know what's going on. Your mic was off on your end. You got to make sure you click your mic on. While we're waiting for Vaughn to get going, I'm going to go ahead and say this real quick. I'm going to give one of the special announcements. For those that don't know, March 7th is approaching us. And for those that are planning on going to Demonology and Dunkmaster event, the YouTube showdown, I'm going to say something right now. And I hope everybody's listening. If you plan on going, please get your tickets. That they sell out fast. And once they sell out, they're not letting anybody in who does not have a ticket. So you may want to get your ticket. And I will definitely put the link in the description for the website. The website is demonology638.com. Please go get your tickets for those that are going. Please get your tickets. I would definitely revisit that again. But my guest is ready for the night. Let's try this again. Let's welcome on in.
How's it going?
There you go. I found out your mic was off on your end.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Man, welcome, man. Welcome to New York's podcast. Welcome in the place to be, in the building to be. I am New York. Welcome. You know what, Mr. Vaughn, first off, I want to say thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule, to come rock with your boy. Because, man, I love a lot of things that you're doing, and your boy Money Making as well, which he's going to come to the podcast too. He's coming this week, y'all. But definitely love a lot of things you're doing. And not only that, to also salute you for serving our country, for those that don't know. Well, I'm going to let him talk, but I ain't going to talk all about it. Everybody, they come here to see me. They see me all the time. So, Mr. Vaughn, we're going to have you come in, start explaining some things. I had so many people send me so many questions about so many things, and some Tatianas that send me messages about things, but we're not going to even get into that part of it. We're going to talk about the great things first.
Yes, sir.
So whenever you're ready, I know everybody wants to know about the dunk bill, but before we get in the dunk bill, let's talk about the mag.
Yes, sir. So the mag right now is under construction. I had recently sold my 34 Von Star wheels that I had custom made by Monty Forge. I was trying to go floater. I'm not going to lie. Somebody beat me to the punch, the only set that was out there. So that being probably after I finished the dunk. I still have mine technically. So there will be probably, if I don't have 34s on by my June 27th, I'll have my original Von Stars back on there for the show. Working on the process of getting another wheel made. It's all about people don't have. So at the drawing board right now on the Magnum.
Mm-hmm.
Drawing board.
Man, so you do reconstruction. I first seen that car, it was red. And I forgot what car event I was at, and you was passing by as I was walking.
Okay.
And I got a lot of footage from that. And then I seen it again when it was green. I said, it's the same car? So he done switched it up on us already. Okay. That's what's up. I said, all right, I see you. And I remember seeing you at the Classic in passing, because I was on the opposite side of the street, and I was actually walking in the middle of the street with a backpack, and I had that big camera at the time. And and Velt Boy was on the other side of me, because that's the only way we could get footage. There was so many people. It was Velt Boy on one side. G-Dog got out of Dunkmaster car, and he was further ahead. And we were just trying to get all the footage we can. It was like, it was like, New York, that's the best thing you thought of, just getting in the middle of the street. I said, that's the only way I'm going to get everything. I said, because I'm trying to get stuff, people walking by my way. So I just crossed the street while I was a break and got in the middle lane. And for those that don't know, it's a middle lane on that main drag, and it has a little skinny median. And you basically tight line walking on that concrete to not step into the street and get hit. And you trying to catch everything from front to back. I remember I had my GoPro strapped to my head facing backwards to get everything in the 360 mode. And then I had, it was on the 360 mode. Then I had everything in the front going this way. And I had the camera just moving around. I was trying to catch everything. There was so much going on. And I tell people, for those that have never been, that's one thing you want to put on your list to go to, because it's an epic event.
Definitely.
That's an epic event. Well, now that you're doing the upgrades with that, I know I got people. You can't see the messages. I got a private message thing put up with people sending questions and whatnot. And my boy, I know he's at work. He's the main one sending messages. Man, we know about the Magnum because he's like me. He knows all about you in the Magnum and whatnot. We want to know about that dunk bill. What came up with
So
that
we're in
idea?
the
For those that don't know, he is doing a 7-tray vert dunk bill with a V10 Dodge Viper engine in it. So people want to know what gave you the inspiration to start with that, because that's something way out the box.
So originally, I got 2 motors. Originally, I went to the shop. I went to a couple of shops just to get a couple of ideas. Usually I get a couple of ideas, and I probably try to rock with it in my garage if I could do it. So the original idea, I went to 2 shops, did my research online. Everybody's saying it's going to be more work in the Magnum. Reason why, the motor mounts are not the same. They don't line up the same. Totally the opposite.
And see, that's what I thought you was doing. I thought you was putting it in the Magnum. And
that was what my goal was. Then I seen that the firewall being pushed back on all the Challengers. So I was like, I'm going to have to push the firewall back on the Magnum. So as far as build-wise, just fabrication, I was looking at any shop from 20 to 25K.
Wow.
So at that point, I was like, I want to dunk. I had 2 of them, sold it. It's the hottest thing in the streets right now.
Yeah.
Mopar, there really is no competition. I ain't had no competition in the past 8-9 years in the game. Everybody done moved on to different things like the Challengers and stuff. So I'm like, I need something competitive to keep your mind thinking. So it's fun to me. It's not like a competition, but it's fun to me. But I like to be competitive. You know what I'm saying? So that being said, I hopped into my favorite car that I always wanted, a 73 Caprice. So I found one in the DMV area.
That is the car for people that don't know. That is for those that didn't see, which I will repost up, the interview I had with Murph. Murph says that is, and everybody who I've talked to in Florida over the years, even before East Coast Riders DVDs came out, before Candy on Chrome, that was the car to have. You had a 7-tray, you got something. Even Trick Daddy told me that. You got 7-tray, you got something. So did Rick Ross. 7-tray, you got something.
You got something. So finally found one in the DMV area, picked it up, and I was messing around. I was on.
Hold on, because I got somebody saying, what is the DMV area? The DMV area is DC, Maryland, Virginia, y'all. He's in that area. He's in Virginia, up in that area. For those that don't know, that's where he is. Because I know somebody steady asking me, what is that? What is that? And the reason why I know, I'm from New York, spent a lot of time in Virginia. My sister used to live in Norfolk and whatnot. And I went to a lot of car shows up there, and people don't know that. People in Virginia are rolling. They're riding dunks and whatnot.
Definitely are. So found one in the DMV area, and bottom line to it, I had to get it. No questions asked. I purchased after Florida Classic, grabbed it, brought it home. They have a waiting line to get the metal all redone. So that being said, I was like, let me bring it home, see what I need to, I can fix on my side since I do auto upholstery as well. So brought it home, took the 400 engine and transmission out. Me messing around, grabbed the engine hoist, put the motor in. It fits. Everything lines up the same, motor mounts and all. Now I got my curiosity and my attention. Hey, let me do the research now. Found out they made a conversion kit for the people that have done the Chevys. Most of them done truck Chevys.
Yeah, I've seen one in actual what year was that? A 90 model Silverado. It was like an early night, like a 92, 93.
Yeah, I seen one. I seen a 70s model. And they made a conversion kit already for the Viper to hook up to the GM. So that way you don't have to change the drive shaft or the rear end. Or you can get GM parts and upgrade it that way so you don't have to worry about doing the Viper swap all the way back.
Nice. Shout out to all the folks just coming up in here. 85 Cuddy Boy, I see you. Amir, I see you. Mango 32, appreciate you for coming through because I didn't see you new in here.
Yeah, so did all that, put the motor in. I wish I didn't touch the motor, but motor guy just came by, picked it all up. I wish I could show y'all, but it's going to get
Oh,
clean.
we just missed it.
Just so it fit in here. It's all out. I do have the valve covers right here.
And also for people that have not seen it, go check out his YouTube page at Ron_32SRT. He has the whole engine on it, and it's also on his IG, which is Ron_32SRT.
So we got everything there. Just missed it. I was trying to hold on, but the guy, he's older, so he didn't really care. He's just like, "Hey, I gotta take it. This is my off day."
No,
So
don't hold it on my account. Don't hold it on our account. If you gotta take it to do what you gotta do, because I know what you're trying to do with it. Hey, take it. Let him do what you're gonna do. Now I had a couple of Mopar people ask me this. This one guy's a technician. He said, "I like the idea of switching into that." He said, "What upgrades are you doing to the engine itself before you drop it in?"
So we're changing the pistons and the heads out. The pistons, heads, and camshaft. I found out when we took the motor out that the oil was leaking in the back, so the rear main seal might be gone. So being that the rear main seal might be gone, the crankshaft I might change while I'm in there. So that being said, it'd probably be a whole rebuild.
Okay, and Mira, that's a 1973 Chevy Caprice Classic convertible. I know. I got people asking me. They like, "What are those acronyms y'all spitting? What are y'all talking about?" Because I got somebody messaging me that. Oh, and the guy that asked that, he said, "Cool." He said that's one of the things to do while you already. He said that's one of the things to do while you already have the engine out. He said I've done the conversions before in different vehicles. And he said I actually did one in a Dodge Ram that didn't come with it. He said the best thing to do is change everything in it, change the crank, check your pistons. He got a list of stuff. He said, you do all that, you fine. He said, it's plenty of upgraded cams and also plenty of, man, he going in a whole list. He said, it's also plenty, and he said, I mean plenty of tunes that you can do for it to get different variations. He said, it's just something to play with to see what that car will hold. He said, but I definitely love it. He said, I'm following along. He said, I already hit the follow button. I don't want to say that word. He said, I already hit the follow button. I'm already linked in. He said, I'm on IG. I'm watching. He said, because this is going to be a build I would love to definitely see, especially in my 30 plus years of being a Dodge technician. Wow. Hey, shout out to you, Mr. John 62813.
Hey, tell him I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, he said he's definitely following you. He said his wife was already following you already and was already saying, I'm already following him already. And because she's a Dodge lover too. So definitely. Shout out to G Fams for coming up in the place to be. And J King Entertainment. Hopefully I didn't miss anybody. If I missed anybody coming through, say something. I will come back and say something to you. So definitely with the build that you're doing, it's definitely way out the box. I love the creative thinking with it. I love the creativity because I haven't seen anything like that. Not with the V10. And I've seen different engines. I've seen somebody build a diesel Duramax engine and put in one, but to do the Viper engine, that's something definitely different. And you're right, they do make a lot of conversion stuff for it. So why not throw it in a dunk and see what happens? And somebody asked me, what is the color scheme you're going to go with? Are you going to put a Viper logo on it?
I actually want to get some made, custom made. You know, Caprice is usually on the fender or on the door. No, it's the fender. The front fender, they usually have Caprice or in the engine side, 400, one or the other. So I would like to get the Viper logo made for mine, instead of putting the Caprice or putting the 400 block on it. I would like to get a Caprice, a Viper motor symbol, so the Viper. So I'm in the works on that. Looking online, trying to find different places that make custom ones and find some that's online so I can get the example, so I get the right size I need. The color scheme, I can tell you this: my Tierra grill is gold and my rims are gold. So the paint will be candy. I don't want to reveal the paint yet, just because.
I was going to say, please don't reveal the color because I don't want somebody to take your color you're trying to do.
Exactly. So that I have not revealed yet. The rims, I can say, is all gold, and my grill is all gold from Tierra Grills. So that I can tell you.
Shout out to Tierra Grills with the $1,000 smile.
Yes, sir.
I was actually at a car show, and I mentioned this before, and Tierra Grills had a whole setup, and I stopped and talked to them. I said, hey, y'all need to start making it for different cars. I said, I got a 76 Deuce and a quarter. They said, really? So I would love to have a Tierra Grill to go in it, but y'all don't make that. He said, well, we make anything you want. So I showed them the picture. They was like, send me the measurements. So I sent them the measurements, what it would be, and it was like, you know what? Wow. It was like, we can do something. They said, we can even put your logo on it from your YouTube. I said, you can. And they mocked up something and showed me something real quick. And I said, you know what? Let me get my LT4 done. Let me get Stitch by Slick, finish my interior when he does my interior. While that's getting done, let's talk grills, because they said they could have it done in a week or two. And I could
definitely just have real quick. A week to 2 weeks is usually the build time. And they're calling you usually right before you even think about calling them. So they're pretty good on build time.
Definitely shout out to them, because I've had 2 interior grills before. I had one on a Bosch Chevy and one on I had a 72 Caprice I had one on. And definitely shout out to them. I wish I'd never sold neither one of those cars, but definitely shout out to them, for what they've been doing. They've really been doing some things with the game, especially with the lighted grills. And I said I would want that whole in the lighter, so we can do the whole thing. And they showed me kind of a few custom grills they did, and I was like, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna keep that in mind, because I was telling them I didn't want to take away too much from the car, because the car's been in the family since brand new, and it's a 76 deuce and a quarter that I fully finished restoring back to where it need to be, and I got a set of 26s on it. And they were like, you know what? We'll work something out. When we get something, we'll have your logo in the middle of the light up. And I said, I like that. They said, we'll work on something. We'll send you something. See if you like it. A mock-up of what it would look like. And if you like it, we go through, we cut it. We have it done in 1 or 2 weeks. So definitely shout out to them.
Definitely.
So definitely. Somebody asked, okay, they talking among one another. Then I had somebody else ask, hold on, I'm trying to read this whole question because it's all jumbled up. I can tell they was typing fast. Okay, they recorrected. Sorry. They said, with you doing that with the dump, do you plan on doing open cut headers? They name it some kind of brand. I guess some kind of brand of headers. And it's in Spanish. I don't know what this saying. Can you send that to me in English? Because I know it's in Spanish. I know a little Spanish, but I don't know it that well. But it said it's a type of open cut headers that came with the Vipers that allow you to do electric. Allow you to do electric cutouts. Okay. So
yes. So I am trying to do electric cutouts. However, I know I'm gonna have to get a couple of things custom made. Reason why, on my driver's side of the motor, the factory does not fit. So I have to check and see what all fits. If not, I'm gonna have to get custom headers all the way through. Reason that being is because my steering column is too close to the motor mock-up or whatnot. And the engine mounts are already in. So that being said, the driver's side is making it very difficult. So I don't know if I can buy anything store-bought. I might have to get it custom made. I might buy the cutouts, and then I might have to get them cut and get it made from there on wherever I cut from. Reason that being said is because of my steering column.
Hey, if it ain't custom, it ain't right. Well, especially when you're doing some jobs like that. Also, to answer Mira's question, yes, Amber Eats will be coming on. I don't know when. She's going to be on for a short period of time. We kind of work on that with her schedule and whatnot. So yes, she will be on, even though this is about mostly cars. It's not just about cars. It's about a little bit of everything. It's mostly about people I admire, people I watch. I want to bring them on and find out their whole story and find it out live like we're doing live. So definitely that's going to happen, but we'll talk about that another time. Shout out to J King Entertainment for coming through the building. So with that being said, the same guy said, yeah, I figured it would have to be something custom done, being you're doing a whole custom build. He said, man, I'm definitely following along with the build. He said, I actually saw you money making, and then he named somebody else, but it's spelled wrong. Oh, he's talking about the dude with the Caprice who had on the jersey.
Okay.
Yeah, I met him a while back. Matter of fact, I need to hit him up. Being he's a KC Chiefs fan. I need to hit him
we call him Super Sport, but his name Wade.
Yeah. I need to hit him up. Because, man, I sent him a message through IG and let him know, like, man, appreciate you supporting the city. He was like, where you at? I had to show him a picture. I was standing in front of the Chiefs Stadium when I took that picture, and I said, yeah, I'm actually in KC now. So, and I showed him that picture right there, that ball right there, when everybody signed on. I said, yeah, I've done a lot of IT work for the Chiefs back in the day and back a few years ago. And I got them all, they all signed the ball for me. Shout out to Rodney Hudson, because Rodney Hudson was the one that made that happen. Which he was the star center for the Chiefs. And also a couple other people I know that play for Georgia, because I went to Georgia and Georgia fan, I got a chance to see more whatnot. So with that being said, man, I list a lot of people loving that build. I'm trying to make sure And then here we go. I have these people. This is not the New York City, in your city love connection. I got people asking, he's single. How can I find him? What's his number? How can I do? Why don't you hit him up on IG? Please hit him up. But I do have one guy that's on here that said something that's really special. He said, I don't know where you stationed at. He said, but thank you for serving our country. He said, I retired from the service 38 years ago. He said, thank you for serving our country.
Tell him thank you. I appreciate him setting the pathway.
Yeah, he said he knows the sacrifice personally. He said, I've been in, wow, he's been a Desert Storm, Iraq, he's been to Kuwait. Man, he's been everywhere. And he said, so he knows sacrifice with it. And he said, and I love cars. He said, oh, he lives in Virginia. He said, do you know anybody in Virginia that does LS swaps?
I actually do.
Okay, well, this is what I'm going to say. Because now he hit me with a lot of questions. I tell you what, Mr. Slick678, definitely hit up Vaughn on IG. He does answer back to you. He will answer back to you. Hit him up on IG. He will set that up that we can get the swap done. He said, because where he live at, I can't do nothing. Oh, I know that feeling. I live in a community where
I've been there. Being stationed in Colorado Springs, Fort Carson, it was hard to find people work on cars. So that's where I started picking up the tools and wrenches on myself and learning myself. But yes, I've been in that situation. So
he said, I'm in Virginia. He said, I'm in Virginia. I can't hardly find anybody to do it. I have tools, but I don't have an engine hoist. I don't have this. He said, I already have the engine. It's built. I built myself, ready to go in. He said, but I got to find somebody to put it in. He said, because I don't want HOA coming after me again. Hey, okay, we'll definitely hit him up. He would definitely.
I'm in the same boat. I had the engine hoist with the garage closed today, so I've been there. So tell him to DM me, and we'll get that squared away.
Bye-bye, Mira. Hello, Dr. Donna. Thanks for coming through, Mira. So definitely, I gave him the information. He said he will hit you up. So I know what that's like too, because I live in an area where I can't do but so much. I had them roll up on me just to look at the car, and they're like, well, what are you doing? I said, oh, I just finished changing the oil and doing this and doing that. Oh, okay. So I didn't the garage door closed when I opened it up because it was hot, because it was like 100 degrees and the garage door was closed. So I said, yeah, I just kind of pulled out the garage from I'm going to leave. Oh, okay. And just kept riding on. I said, okay, somebody then said something I'm doing and something. So let me make sure I keep these doors closed, make sure I'm doing this, doing that. So I know the feeling, man. I know the feeling completely. But he said he want to find somebody dropping in. He said, because I don't want to. He said, I don't want to. This was his words. I don't want to have to buy engine hoist to put it in, and me and my son and grandsons are putting it in, and the next thing you know, they roll up and tell us we got to go. So he said, please, if you know anybody, he said he will message you about it. So okay, cool. So definitely, I'm. Like I said, I'm definitely loving what you're doing. What up, Cortez? Definitely loving what you're doing with that. Man, I'm following it all the way along. And I know it's going to be an epic build. Like Mean Gene said, it's going to be one of those builds that's going to be legendary. I ain't going to say epic. It's going to be a legendary build. It's going to be something where it's going to put a mark on something. It's going to put a mark on something, especially when you go down to Florida and they get to see that. They're going to, you know how it's going to be. They're going to be like, okay. You might get a lot of people that want to set up and race. What up, swap the stuff? Might be get a lot of people that might want to set up. Hey, man, let's get a race going. Let's get this going, get that going. You know, you're going to have a lot of that come through. So I say be prepared for it. But, man, from one brother to another, I love what you're doing with it. I say keep grinding with it. I'm going to keep following along with it. And definitely, this ain't the last time you're on the show, because definitely when you get it back, get to a point where you get it going, I got to bring you back. Like, man, how was it doing the swap? How was it doing this? Because I got people asking me stuff that I know you haven't got to yet. They're asking what motor mounts you're using. They're asking what conversion harness you're using. And I don't know if you know those questions, those answers yet or not, but I figure I'll go ahead and ask me people I ask. They want to know what conversion harness, what motor mount you're using, what conversion I could probably answer that. He's probably using for the power steering. Somebody asked about the power steering. They said because they were kind of thinking about doing a build like that too in their 70, what year is that? 70, he just said 70s model C10. Was thinking about doing a build like that. They said, but the thing about it is he's been told that he has to use different fittings. And I was about to say you can probably use reducers and whatnot for his power steering.
And that's exactly what I'm doing, because the Viper motor has power steering off the top in front of the motor. So I'm using a fitting to go to that, to the stop fitting on the stock power steering.
Yeah, and that's what I was going to, say, because I knew that's probably what you were using, and that's what a lot of people use. Period. When it comes to doing different swaps, I know for mine, my LT4, I was able to find the exact fitting, but I had already told my guy Scott, shout out Scott Performance, that look, I already got the original fitting sitting, and I ran stainless steel lines to him. I cut it and put an adapter on and ran stainless steel lines to it. So I have the adapter still that we did from the trans cooler. And we can hook it straight to the trans cooler instead of hooking it straight there and having it just go straight through. He was like, okay. And that's for a whole nother show. I'll talk about that for a whole nother show. Because I know people want to know about my bill and whatnot. And my bill's going to take some time because I ain't in no rush because they're busy doing so much stuff. And I'm busy doing so much stuff. I ain't even went to even put the headers on yet. Because I had my headers, after I changed the Pro Charger on it for the third time, switched to a different Pro Charger, I had my headers just fillet open. They got red hot and just filleted open during the dyno.
Wow.
Yeah, so got some different headers that are not supposed to do that. And, hopefully when I stick those on, we'll do the redyno. And I don't know exactly when that's going to be yet. Yo, what up, Hatton and Sons? I don't know exactly when that's going to be yet. One of the other questions somebody asked, well, I don't know if he thought about that, but I asked it. Said, have you ever thought about, for what you're doing for that exhaust, instead of running a complete whole exhaust, running it out of the fenders?
I have not thought about that. I have not. To be honest with you, the reason why is because I'm scared to ruin my paint job.
Get too hot and ruin it?
Yeah, because I feel like if you run it out the headers, I don't know if y'all seen like in Florida in the dunk racing or whatnot, a lot of paint is bubbling up when it's that close to your paint, just the heat itself.
And I believe that somebody asked me, when you going to show it? 85, when I'm going to show it? Oh, my engine? I showed it in a video, but I haven't done a live with it because there's no signal in his garage. If you go back to one of my videos, it's on there. I got it when we first pulled it out, sitting in a crate, and then after we did Purple Power and cleaned it up. It's on one of my older videos, but as far as showing the newer version of it right now, I'm gonna have to do a pre-record, and it won't be till after I get the headers on and do a redyno. That's when I'll do a whole thing of that. People are waiting on that, and I'm telling people it's gonna be a while before I do all that. Okay, and the same guy said, okay, he said he's just wondering because he noticed that's a trend now where everybody's doing that. They're doing the exhaust straight out of the fenders and putting adapters on like they did the race cars back in the day. So I said, I say, hey, each is your own. I think, yeah, especially if you're doing candy paint, as a painter, I can tell you, it's going to basically bubble that paint up, and you gonna be mad. Bubble that paint up.
Exactly.
So definitely, and then the same guy said, well, he said, well, if you don't do it that way, he said, I figure you probably might just do turn downs at the rear.
Exactly. That's exactly where I'm heading to.
Donna said I had a Cadillac converter do that to me, left me stranded with the thing cherry red hot. Yeah, Dr. Donna, those I've had that happen to me. You know what I did? I waited till it cooled off. I got underneath and cut that whole Cadillac converter off. That was Cadillac converter. I cut the whole thing off just with a saw. I cut it off and left it where it was sitting and hooked the adapter pipe up, and it was straight pipe to the muffler. You can do that on older cars. In the cars now, you can't really do that. It'll tear up everything. The computer be all jacked up and everything. And I'm gonna check it out because your shit sound like you got a lot of power. Oh yeah, 85. Definitely go check it out. It's an older video that I did that's on here, and it's under all my videos. You'll see a picture of it, and I have a thing with it running too. You hear the sound of it running because I was trying to do a live doing it. Sorry, Vaughn. I know I'm taking away from the questions, but I'm answering these questions. The thing about it is, I wanted to do it live instead of doing just a record and edit and whatnot. But I think that's what I'm gonna have to do. Should I board it out? It was visible for me there by law. Okay, yeah, Dr. Don. Depending on where you live, like when I live in New York, you got to have that on. And the key back then was with a lot of older vehicles, you take it off and you cut everything out. We used to cut everything out and re-seal it back, re-weld it back, and put it back up there. You see it, you pass the inspection. Hit the cap. 87. Okay, Don, I'm going to use the empty cabinet 87. One of the other things, somebody asked me, they said, I'm coming into the stream late, sorry. just getting off work. They said, with your Dodge Magnum, have you ever thought about getting, because they're not making it anymore? I have one, and I have classic insurance on it. Classic collector's insurance because they're not making it anymore. Have you thought about doing that?
Classic insurance?
Yeah, he has classic collector's insurance because Dodge is not making them anymore. Well, man, who are you with? Because I know with Haggerty, they said it had to be at least 5 years after they made the first one. After they made it, I think it's 5 years, something like that.
I know in the state I register in, back from where I'm originally from, is Oklahoma. I have to wait at least, I think, 15 years before they consider it a classic.
Yeah, that's usually classic. I know that's for registering, but I know some insurance company. I'm with Haggerty. That's who my deuce and a quarter's through. They have the antique insurance was what I have. Then they got collector's insurance. Then they got some kind of other insurance. I forgot what it's called. And it's for cars that not being made anymore. I
did with USA on insurance, and I think I got it's like a show kind of insurance to cover my wheels and stuff like that, just in case something ever happened.
And he said that's what he was worried about. He said, because man, he hate for you. He said, because the car's lovely, it's nice. He said he hate for you to put all that in it, then something happened, and then you don't get your money back out of it. But he said, cool.
Right.
See, that's a question.
The military insurance is pretty decent. They got stuff for people that into show vehicles or whatnot to cover whatever they put into it. So that's what I'm under.
Definitely. Yo, what up, Jeff? I see my cousin Jeff then came up in here. What up, man? You up in here in a live podcast. So, man, that was all the questions I had besides these questions about are you single or not. I told him to hit you up. And this ain't New York's Love Connection. We ain't finna do that up in here because you know why we ain't gonna do that? We're gonna have the man married, got a girlfriend, fiance, and we don't want nobody coming after me be like, that's the kind of show you run. No, we don't want that. Nobody doing that. So you want to ask the question, and she's steady asking. I'm guessing it's a lady. Steady asking the question. Hit him up. He's on IG. Hit him up and let him answer those questions. I'm not going to do that on him. And then somebody said, put that 2019 Challenger front on that Magnum. Now that would kill it. You know what? 85 Cuddy Boy. It's a lot of people that have done that. Kulati, I had him on the show. He's done that to what was that? A Malibu? I forgot what he did. He took a Challenger front end and put it on another car. You know what? 85. That would take away from that whole Magnum look. I like the way it looks right now because it's a different look. And for a lot of those that didn't know, the Magnum was slept on. People slept on that car. That was the family. If you want, especially if you had the RT or the SRT straight 8 with 392 in it, that was the car where you could still take the family in and still get out there and burn rubber. It was, to me, it reminded me of almost like the 57 Bel Air station wagon. It was that type of deal for me to see that because as a family man, you still roll. And look at it, sitting right there in the front. Yeah, I like that whole front look. Some people might say, I like 300, it look like this, but I like the way it looks, and that grill just sets it off. So I wouldn't even change anything with it. I remember at one point I almost bought a Magnum one time because I came across one that was dirt cheap. And actually, I ended up helping somebody else get it. Whole nother story for a whole nother time. By the time I got your name typing live stream was done. So yes, that's like a legendary look right there. And people are gonna look down the road and they're gonna be like, you know what? When they get down the road and really, really, really look at it, they're gonna be like, oh man, this was one of the epic cars back then I was slept on. It's gonna be one of those things. It's gonna go back and look at it.
Yeah, so she's not going anywhere. She'll stay with me.
I definitely feel you on that. Well, definitely, Vaughn, I appreciate you for coming through.
Appreciate you. Thanks for having me.
Man, appreciate it. Cat Loco said definitely it's gonna be an epic build. I know it's gonna be an epic build. I'm definitely watching it. I got so many people on here that's watching it. People hitting your questions, watching it. They're like, we want to watch this build because we want to see what it's gonna be. Because we know we know in our heads, like I know in my head, I'm like, this is gonna be something crazy. This is gonna be something epic. Somebody asked, one other guy asked me, I'm sorry I'm coming in late. Is he gonna turbo that V10?
So that is my plan on the next year. Right now, I'm trying to just get it up and ready for Classic. So for an upgrade, that's what I plan on. So that's what I'm doing internally, getting it all ready so that way I don't have to go back inside the motor.
There you go. Mr. JMS Garage, he answered that question. But Vaughn, like I said, I'm not gonna hold you up. I know you're busy, man. And I want to save a little time for my next guest that's gonna come through whenever he's ready to come through. But definitely gonna have you again, man. Shout out to you with that epic bill. Also salute, thanks for serving our country. And man, like I said, I'm following that bill from here on out. I mean, I was already following already. I was already following. When I seen the first thing you posted, and I was like, no, he didn't. I said, no, he's not. Because I know the valve covers. I saw the valve cover before I saw anything. I said, no, he is not. No, he just playing. He just put it in and took a picture. No, he really gonna do it. Oh, that's what's up. I got to watch this. So definitely y'all go check it out. It's Vaughn_34srt. It's on IG. He has an IG. He's here on Facebook. I'm gonna put in the description once this video is done with a hyperlink. So all you gotta do is click on it. But Vaughn, appreciate you for coming through. And I know this ain't gonna be the last time I see you. Matter of fact, I know I'm gonna see you again on when Money Making comes on.
There you go.
You'll be right back on again. So definitely shout out to you, bro. Man, we just gonna keep watch. I'm just gonna keep watch. Like I said, everybody go follow him.
Yes, sir. So appreciate y'all having me. I appreciate it, and we'll link up real soon.
Oh, definitely. Uh-oh. Man, he cut off fast. Okay, I guess StreamYard was like, bye. All right, y'all. Man, appreciate y'all rocking me to have Vaughn on, man. Definitely, y'all got to follow that bill, man. It's something epic, and I love what he's doing with it, period. I know, Queen B, this ain't the end of the show, so I don't have no story just yet. I know you over there cooking, keep cooking. Special announcement for those that are coming in that missed it. Make sure for March 7th event, Demonology and Dump Masters event, YouTubers call out. If you have not gotten your tickets, please go get your tickets at demonology638.com. You do not want to not get your ticket because once it's sold out, they're not letting anybody else in. It's by ticket only. You can't just show up and just pay your money. You got to have your ticket. Please have your ticket when you come up there. And you don't even have to print it out. You can just have it on your phone to show it as long as they can scan it. Please have your ticket. What event is that? Dr. Donna, it's an event for it's a YouTuber's call out. It's basically a car show / race / any car YouTuber is going to be there, just about. I'll have to tell you more in detail about it with the flyer and whatnot that I'm end up posting. But that's what the event is. There's a lot of people on here that know about it, but there's a lot of people that don't know. You have to go purchase your ticket. And I had to just start stressing that enough. Go purchase your ticket. Go purchase your ticket. And it's at demonology638.com. Once again, demonology638.com. And yes, it's going to be races going on. There's a lot of YouTubers calling out each other to go out there and race. It's going to be rolling races going on. It's going to be regular drag racing going on. And also, the city is going to be in Dallas, outside of Dallas, in Enos, Texas, right outside the metro part of Dallas. So definitely don't want to miss it. And for those, I want to make sure that they were able to go ahead and get their ticket, because I didn't want anybody to show up like, well, New York said just come through and show up. No, New York said you better go get your ticket, or you're going to be standing outside the gate wondering what's going on. You be at the front of the road like, I can't get in. Anybody got tickets? So please just go get your ticket. You can purchase it online at demonology638.com. Once again, the website is demonology638.com. Smash it, bang them up. Okay, I missed some part of the comments. As we wait for the next guest to come through, I want to make sure I got that comment out there. And also, somebody sent me a message this morning, and I don't know if it's a troll or what, but yeah, only if they crash. Hopefully they don't crash. Somebody sent me a message this morning, and it's kind of crazy. They sent me this message, and I had to read it, and I'm just going to sum it because it was long. Somebody sent me a message this morning that said, New York for New York in your city. And this is how it went. I'm just going to sum it all down how it went. So New York in your city. I see that you're doing things with your YouTube. You're doing interviews. You're doing this. You're doing that. You're doing this. I mean, it went on and listed everything I was doing. So obviously they watch. They said, when you going to stop copying after what everybody else is doing? And right there, it threw up a red flag. I'm like, I never. And also, when are you going to stop using other people's platforms to advertise what you're doing? What you're doing is wrong. You don't need to be doing that. Blah, 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 blah. So I said, okay, just in case that person is listening, I'm not biting off anybody. I'm not trying to rob anybody for anything. When I started this was the start of a place to come where people can see people that I have met along the way, whether it was through YouTube, in person, or whatever, so they can see what I see. Because I wanted them to see, people that they've seen out on YouTube or at shows and get to know how they got started, get to see what they're doing. So, yeah, Mr. John, you're going to have them haters and whatnot. You're going to have all that. But I want to address that and let people know I am not copying nobody. I'm not going on everybody's platform to advertise for this and this. I wanted people to know. Like, for instance, for March 7th, I wanted people to know what was going on because I didn't want people to miss that event. And like, oh, man, if I knew about it, I could have went. I wanted people to know. And also, I wanted people to get a chance to see people on here, that you hear about, see about. Some people that you don't know about. Some people that you don't know about, you get to learn about and see their start. And then you get to know what they've been through. Because a lot of times what they went through, you're either going through or getting ready to go through. And you're like, you know what? I remember New York's New York City podcast. So-and-so talked about this. So-and-so talked about that. And it said to go use this brand, don't use this. And that's what basically it's about. And also, the main thing is to give their flowers while they live it. For those that don't know. What up, No Limit Eddie? What up? New to the channel. And for those that don't know, when I made this one video about motivation and inspiration, I lost a lot of people in my life. And I believe you give their flowers while they live it. Don't wait until they're gone. Man, they were awesome. They were a legend. They were this. No, you tell them that now. You tell them that now. You tell them, like, you know what? I admire what you're doing. I appreciate what you're doing. It's motivated me to go do this. Man, I'm glued. I'm supporting you in this. Let them know that now. It makes them feel great. Because I feel great. Y'all support me. I feel great. Y'all come through supporting your boy and come through and have a good time and get to check it out. Yes, Mango 392, we need this in the car community. Yes, we do. And when I saw a position to go ahead and do that, I wanted to do that. I wanted to go ahead and do that. And yes, Dr. Donna is right. They develop a hearing problem after they push up days. Yeah, right. And Loco, you're right. I bring people to the light that really a lot of people don't know that's out there. And it's a lot of people. I've been in this car game and whatnot for years. When I say years, some of y'all probably weren't even born when I was out there going to car shows and doing stuff. I'm so old doing it that, man, I had the dinosaur big camera and it took the VHS tapes. I even had one that took 2 tapes. So one tape was full, it went to the next one. And you didn't have to take it out, keep going. I had a camera like that. I was out here getting a lot of footage, meeting a lot of people. I lived in Atlanta for over 13 years. And while I lived there, I was around everything. I watched things start. I watched Stunt Fest start in a parking lot. That's how it started. It started in a parking lot not too far from me. And I used to go to all the things that they had going on. They used to have car shows in the parking lot, right off flat shows, right there Gresham Park off Gresham Road, right there at this place, that place. When the Hip Hop Awards in Atlanta, they would rent out a whole parking lot and have a whole little setup there. I got to see a lot of that. So being I got to see a lot of them getting online, I'm seeing, I've been online, period, but I got to see all these people grow. I wanted everybody to see, you know what? These people have been out here. Let me tell you how I know them from this. Let me tell you how I know them from that. Let me let you see. And like Mike Corleone said, learn a lot watching your live stream. You get to learn a lot, period. Because even I'm learning a lot of things going on. Like I didn't even know he was redoing the Magnet. I know he was doing some things too, but not redoing it and getting it different. Everybody's doing a lot of upgrades. For those that got to see when Cum Laude came on, you hadn't heard from him in a minute. So on YouTube, because he's been, doing his thing, doing other people's cars, redoing all his stuff. He took a time on his busy schedule and came on and talked about things. So to answer that person's question, when I had a little time until my next guest get on, I wanted people to know that, hey, not biting from anybody at all, and not on here, just trying to, take away from anybody. This is something that I saw that needed to be done, and I came and did it. I came to the front place to do it, and when I'm on somebody's live and they ask what you're doing, I tell them what I'm doing, and that's it, and let them know, because I wanted people to be informed. This is what I'm doing. Come check it out. You like it, you don't understand. It ain't for everybody, because I think it's that same person that gives me the thumbs down. Because I always have one thumbs down, And I think it's that person that said all that. So hopefully answers their question. And that'll be the first and last time I address that situation. If anybody got any more problems, hit me up on IG. I answer my IG directly. I even call you directly if you want me to. There ain't any problems with that. So moving along, because you know this channel is about positivity, not no negativity, because we're all about positive, no negative, because I be damn if I'm going to be about the negativity. So that's that special announcement. The next one is, because strong independent man support you, man. No negativity. Oh, man, I always ignore it. But I figure I address it on here so they know. And so everybody that's listening and all the people that follow me know that, you know, grind don't stop. I'm gonna keep pushing. I'm gonna keep pushing, period. Because like somebody said, it's a need for this. And like Text Boy said, it brings people from all walks of life together that have the same interest. And that's how I look at it, period. And that's how Demonology looked at it for doing this whole event. He wanted to bring people together. Everybody think, oh, it's about bringing people together, because for YouTube, for the car channel, for the cars, it's so small compared to everything else out there. So it's like, why don't we all unite and try to give something a little bit different and try to do something where we all unite? And this is one way you unite. When you get there, you network. Hey, I'm so-and-so, so-and-so. I watch your channel. I watch this. Even if it's somebody you don't watch, you get to know who they are. Let me go and, find their channel. Let me hit that button. So that's what it's about. It's about bringing people on so people get to see. Still waiting for my guest of the hour to come through, my next guest to come through. I'll make sure you send me a message, because a message or something popped up. No, that's about somebody that's about a restaurant coupon. I don't give a dang about no restaurant coupon. Okay, y'all, just make sure I didn't miss him. I know he's supposed to be coming on here in a few minutes, which give me a time to give him announcements. New York, when you get free time, check out this as well. Hey, Mango 32, you know what? Hit my IG, New York in your city, and send me that. I'll definitely go check him out, because I'm all about inviting people. And that's another thing. If y'all know people that y'all want on here, hit me up. Hit me up on IG. Hit me up, period, and be like, let's see. Okay, CarReview said he's on the way. Hit me up. Hit me up and say, hey, this person, I'm watching this person, or reach out to them and have them reach out to me and say something. This is not about having the biggest person on. It's about people, if they're doing like-minded things and I like what they got going on, I will bring them on. Even if I don't know them, it'll give me a chance to know them. Because I've had a couple of people reach out to me. Watch you before I seen you in Amber's live. Well, appreciate it, Mary. Yeah, me and Amber we go back not a long ways, but she was one of my first top 5 subscribers, and whatnot. My very first subscriber, everybody knows, is Queen B, who was in here. She was my very first subscriber. I want to say Amber Eats was either number 2 or 3. And my channel didn't even have a lot of car stuff, had a lot of travel stuff on it. I just had travel stuff on it, period. And I supported her for what she's doing. She supported me and whatnot. And it grew from there. So that's why you'll see me, when she's doing stuff, you see me on as a mod, because we go back and we support one another. Even though we doing 2 different things with our channel, it's about that support, period. Period. It's about that support. CarReviewsByKJ. Yeah, he's coming on. He just sent me a message. He said, give me a minute. I'm ready to come on. And y'all have to excuse. He's in the West Coast. He's in San Diego. So he's in West Coast time. So that's why it's kind of conflicted with time, because I'm in Central time. So I'm 2 hours ahead of him. So y'all just bear with me. He's going to be on here in a few minutes. Yeah, support squad. Definitely support. Definitely. Also, hold on. So he sent me another message. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Mango, I got your message. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and click it after my live. I'll click it and I'll definitely look him up and contact him. Also, I almost forgot. Definitely want to thank y'all for rocking with me last week. Know I had a lot of guests on last week, and definitely for the Thursday edition, for the Valentine's edition, with Cars with Coco. She came through. She's definitely coming back through again another time. Came through and shed light. And that's another thing. I want to have more women that know about cars on here as well, and about tech on here. Because to me, they bridge together. Because if you haven't noticed, a lot of these newer cars now are going toward computerized everything. So definitely wouldn't mind having them on for that. And then also, shout out to my boy TNT Garage that came through. Everybody's still cracking up about the promo thing I took to him. So definitely shout out to him for coming through. And all the rest of my guests that came through last week. Doc Donaldson, I got into turning wrenches back in junior high school and high school. Then after that, I found out like center burning and cutting oil. Yeah, Dr. Donna, my thing is as long as you know how to do the basic stuff, and also like how Miss Coco talked about, she don't want nobody to get cheated out of anything when you go to a shop. And that's how I feel the same way. If you go to the shop and get your car worked on, know what they're talking about. Because sometimes they can be talking about something that's $5 and turn around and charge you $500 for it. And a part only costs $5, only took them 2 minutes to put on, so it should cost more than $25 to do it because of the labor, if it's the labor by the hour. But you have some people that will do that, especially when they see women coming, and I hate that. Period. I hate that they do that, and I ain't saying every shop, but the ones that do that, I hate it. Period. So that's why these buffalo wings, Queen Bee always cooking, making me hungry because I ain't eating nothing yet because I want to make sure I was free flowing for this podcast. I'm eating something in a little bit. And there are plenty who they see a woman come, they see a sucker. Yeah, they do. They tried that with my sister one time, and my sister was like, I come from a family of mechanics, so that ain't happening. Nope, I don't need that. She ended up coming to me, and I put it on. She hit me up, hey, New York, how much that part cost for this and this for my car? I put it in AutoZone real quick. Hey, AutoZone got it. It only costs $15. They trying to charge me this and this. You know what? I got you. Go buy and get the part. It's part number this. Just give them the part number. And they'll put it in. They get it for you. She got the part. I said, it goes right here, 2 screws. And it was just a sensor that went on top. They was going to charge, I think, $300, something crazy like that. And the sensor only cost $15. And it took me 2 seconds to put in. Took 2 screws loose, put it out, tossed it, put a new one on, put battery cable back, battery cable, put it back on, fired up, it was gone. It was good to go. I can't help it when it's my dinner hour. Hey, Queen Bee, trust me, I know. You in the West Coast, I know. It's your dinner hour. Hey, you got to do what you got to do. I understand that. But you just make people hungry on here. Mr. John said he hungry too. You make so many people hungry up on here. So as they're getting hungry, make us want to eat. Also, the next thing, I want to make sure I got all the special announcements out because I know my live is going to run a little over than my normal lives because of the time difference. Wanted to talk about other events that are going on. If y'all know any other events that I do not announce that y'all want me to announce, I will announce on here. Definitely going to talk about Vet Boy Show. That's in July. I know everybody like, July's a long time. That time will come up on you quick for those who want to go. And for those that's like me that plan, you want to go. So definitely Vet Boys is on July 5th. I would definitely post the calendar with that on there. Excuse me, the flyer with that on there. I'll also post Playboy Jesus event on there. I'll also post some events going on in Memphis, which I think is Track Mania. LS Fest is in February. Whip Fest in Texas. I'm going to start posting up a lot of that stuff so they can see. For some reason, YouTube won't let me post up YouTube stories. I should be post up on that. But I'm definitely going to probably put together a video that has all that. Appreciate it, Real T-Mo. Appreciate it. Trackmania in June 13th. I know I got a mandatory event that weekend, so I'm going to see if I can squeeze out of that to go. I'm going to see. I'm definitely going to see. Loco said I need more vacation days, man. That's how I feel it sometimes. Like, dang, all these events going, and I got personal invites to so many events. It ain't funny. And also want to talk about some of the guests that's coming on this week. I'm not going to give them all at one time, but what I'm going to tell you this, tomorrow you don't want to miss. I got a couple of people coming through tomorrow. Hold on one second. Somebody sending me a message. I want to make sure it's not the guests having issues. Hold on. Nope. No. Nobody having issues. So, like I was saying, have a couple of guests coming through. I'm gonna go to Whip Fest, only 2.5 hours away. Yeah, Tex Boy, definitely go to that. Being is that short away? I know for me it's a little bit more of a distance, but it's not that bad. It's just I'm conflicted because I'm part of a motorcycle club, and usually we have mandatories around that same time. So I'm making sure it's not on that date that I have to do mandatory stuff and go to like different events we have to go to this mandatory. Some people never take a vacation. Queen B, you're right about that. Some people don't. You know what? I say y'all take a vacation, period. Take a vacation. Mary said, when is Amber coming on? I don't know yet. I don't know when Amber's coming on. I'm gonna work on that with her schedule. Have her come on for a short period of time. You know, it won't be an hour or something like that. Probably like 30 minutes. I don't know when. Definitely gonna work on it. But you're right. Some people don't take vacation. I tell people, take vacations. Take some time. Period. Take some time to yourself. But all right, y'all. I've been sitting up here talking. The next guest is ready and in the place to be. So I'm gonna help me welcome to the place. KG Car Reviews. What is happening, bro?
What's good, man? What's chilling, man?
Hey, turn your microphone on. There you go.
Wait a minute.
There you go. Now I can hear you.
You get me? All right, cool.
Hear you now. There you go. What is happening? First of all, I want to thank you for coming on to the show. And I had to explain to everybody that you are in the West Coast, so we're in a 2-hour difference right now. So I'm trying so I had to tell people, let people know, like, when I have to talk to people on the West Coast, I have to try to arrange with their time to try to get on. Yeah. So that's why my man Vaughn was on first, and then here you come next. But definitely thank you for taking the time out your busy schedule to come through and come on. Man, there's so many people that left me questions because I had a question everything put up on IG. I had people asking stuff about the Mustang, people asking stuff about the Hellcat. I had people asking me what events you're going to be going to this summer. Then I got people asking me so many questions. I don't even know where to start. First thing we're going to start with this. We're going to start with what got you going in the car game.
So for me, like my grandpa, he real into cars and stuff like that. He actually passed not too long ago, but he kind of like put me on the car thing. He always had like old schools. He gave me my first Cutlass. I had an '82 Cutlass. I fixed that up when I was in high school. Yeah, man. Just after that, I just started getting Mustangs, and I met up with my homeboys in my hometown, and we kind of we made a little Mustang clique and stuff like that, and we used to go do little burnouts and donuts and stuff. So that's kind of how I learned to drive and how to learn how to maneuver cars and stuff like that. And then other than that, man, after that, it just been up from there. I just kept spending more money and more money. So that's what it ended up being.
Well, you know what? There's definitely some great news to know. I know 82 colors, that was like my thing, the 81. Well, actually the 7 model, but definitely when they went to smaller G bodies from 81 all the way up to about 87, 88, especially the saloons and whatnot. That was always kind of my thing. Definitely love those. Man, it's great that's how you got to start in it. And being we're talking about the Mustangs, I'm gonna go ahead with the Mustang comments because I got people that ask me a slew of Mustang questions.
What you get?
Somebody said, you know what? The Mustang you have, I love the color combination on it. Is that a candy color?
It is. It's a brandy wine.
I knew that, but I wanted you to answer that because I wanted somebody to say, well, you're just answering it for him. I want him to answer it. And look, that's exactly what somebody said too. I wanted him to answer it. I'm glad you didn't answer it. Okay, hey, don't rob me for it. Hey, I'm letting him answer it. So, and then somebody asked, do you have the T-bar that goes across the top of the third brake light on that Mustang?
I don't. I want to get one though. I want to get the black one. Right now, you know, I got the whale wing on it, so it got a little third brake light up there. But I do want to get that. Yeah, I want to get that.
I had a Mustang like yours, and I had it with the brake light in the back, and I had the T-bar with the brake light. And I got a lot of flack for it because everybody said, you a gentleman. Why you with that Mustang? I said, look, I flip cars. I got it from the daggone dealer auction. Yeah. And I repainted it. And when somebody give it the right price, it's sold. But until then, it's summertime. I'm driving it to Myrtle Beach and everywhere else. Leave me alone.
Hey, I don't discriminate. So, you know, I got a Ford. I had a 79 Camaro T-top. I had an 87 Pontiac Trans Am T-top. So I don't discriminate with brands. You know, I got the Hellcat now, and I got the Mustang. I had like 3 other Mustangs. Yeah, man. Like if I can get a good deal, like if it look good, I like it. You know.
Definitely. And the thing about it is, that's how I am when it comes to a lot of cars. As long as they look good, ride good, I like them all. I like so many vehicles. Period. I even like foreign whips. I've dealt with a lot of foreign stuff. And tomorrow, everybody get a chance to see it because Need to Speed Car Reviews will be on here, and we're gonna talk about a lot of the foreign vehicles. And as well, for those that don't know, the next guest after him tomorrow, which I'm gonna go ahead and explain it. For those that don't know, Hubba Bubba will be in a place to be. If those that don't know anything about him, let me put it this way. And I hate to get off the interview for a minute, but I'm gonna go ahead and say this. If you watch anything back in the day with 3 6 Mafia, anybody out of Memphis that was rapping, whether it was Tila, whether it was Yo Gotti, whoever, he had a hand touch on their cars. 3 6 Mafia even put in a song when you hear Ryan Spinners, went by the House of Dubs. He is the owner of House of Dubs, for those that don't know. See, I'm going to give some history, those that don't know, and I knew that for years. So definitely, I know Real T-Mo know because he in Memphis. To me, he is the king and the legend of Memphis. So, especially when it comes to the dunk game and the Harley game. But we're going to leave that for tomorrow. I don't want to take away from KJ, but somebody just asked me, and I'm like, who? So that's why I went ahead and say it.
Hey, that's gonna be a good interview.
It definitely is. And you can be tuned in. It'll be on here tomorrow.
Oh, yeah,
so back to you, man, because this your time. So people ask me, what setup do you have in the Mustang? As far as engine,
motor-wise?
as far as suspension.
So as far as suspension, I haven't done anything to the front. So I only owned the car for like a year. When I bought the car, it actually had 100 spokes on it. So
wow.
I bought it.
Yeah. They had the Menace of Society look.
Yeah. If they was gold, I would have went with it, but they had the chrome ones on there, so I had to get rid of those, and I had to put the racing wheels on it, pretty much from American Muscle. But as far as like engine work, the engine pretty much stock. Only thing I did was cold air intake, BBK.
I know you
70
did
millimeter. Yeah, no, I ain't do the EGR delete yet.
Yeah,
I'm working on the EGR delete. I did the 70 millimeter EGR spacer, the 70 millimeter throttle body. I did it got MagnumFlow exhaust on it. I did the underdrive pulleys. I did the smaller pulleys on there. What else I do? Short throw shifter, just little things that's easy to add on. I haven't went too deep into the engine yet because it ride good, so I ain't want to break it down if it ain't messed up right now. But right now it's down right now.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Like the only reason why I went into, I had two of them. I had that one and I had all black one. The only reason why I went into that engine, it had a noise and we thought it was the lifter. It wasn't the lifter. Yeah. Uncle took valve covers off. I said, okay, it's not the lifters. I said, I wonder what the noise is coming from. He said, because I know you're gonna sell it. I can't sell it with this noise. And it would quiet down after about maybe an hour or so running, but we couldn't find what noise was. Kind of find out somebody dropped a little small socket, a quarter-inch extension. They dropped it down in the motor and they were just bouncing around. So we pulled the whole engine out, did all that. And I said, well, you know what? While we got it out, let's just put all new gaskets and put new this, new that. And I got this cam sitting over. Let's put that in there. Then another guy that I knew, he worked on them a lot. He said, no, let me work on it for you. I'm going to get it right for you. He converted it to a 347 stroke.
Yeah.
And man, that car was running strong. I didn't want to sell that car, but I went to like a Cars and Coffee car meet. This guy saw it. I would love to have one. He said, I see you got for sale sign. I said, yeah, right, dollar amount, I'll sell it. He offered me way more than I was going to ask for, so I couldn't say no. I sold it to him that same day.
Man.
So that's how that one
playing with you.
No, he wasn't playing because he knew what was in it. Because he saw when he opened the hood, he saw the stamp of who built it, and he was known in the South for building a lot of Mustang engines. And I said, yeah, he's a good friend of mine, blah, blah, blah. He did this and he does this. Oh, yeah, I gotta have it. I got to have it. He offered me, when he offered me the dollar, my eyes got big. I said, man, I can't turn it down. Okay, so
hey, money talk.
I want to get it today. So he ended up buying it today, and that was how that went. So off of the Mustang for a minute, I got people asking me about the Hellcat you got.
That's good.
They're like, it's so many Hellcats out here. This one person said, so many Hellcats out here. Yours kind of stands out a little different. And he said, the reason why it stands a little different because of it looks like a Knight Rider edition something. I don't know what he meant by that. He said, looks like you're sitting in it now. And I said, yeah, he probably is sitting in it now.
Yeah, I'm in it.
Yeah, so he's in it. It's like, you know what? He said, I saw the picture you had with. Oh, he saw the picture I put up. Okay. So I saw the picture you had put up. He said, what all have you done to it since you had it?
Since
He
I
said,
had
because
it, I
I
haven't.
have one. He said, I have one as well, and it's
Yeah,
stock, and I'm thinking about doing a few things, and I kind of been just paying attention to YouTube.
I haven't really done much to it. I only had it a little less than 2 months, I think. So far, all I did was
Oh,
the
you just
little,
got
the puddle lights, just small little puddle lights in there, and then that's really it. I got some like some carbon fiber accents I'm gonna put in and stuff like that, but I haven't really done much to it, man. The car is so fast, like just out the lot. First
it
thing I'm gonna
is.
do is upgrade these tires. These back tires gotta go, man.
It gotta
They
go.
not I'm spinning it on the highway at 60 miles per hour, so
Oh yeah. And you know
they
what?
ain't safe.
Me and Demonology talked about that. I don't know if you caught that show. He's gonna be back on again before the event March. And we talked
Okay.
about that. He was like, "Yeah, that's one of the first things you got to do." He said, "I don't know what it is by the tires they put on here, but you got to change
Yeah.
the tires." He said, "I ain't had them tires on my Demon that long, and I switched them out of there. They had to go."
Yep. It's like they put them on there, like they making money if you get rid of them or something. But hey, I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of them. I'm either going 305s. I'll probably just go 305s. I was gonna go 315s, but I had to upgrade the actual like wheels and stuff.
Yeah, most people I know they're going 305s. I mean, I don't have
Yeah.
one personally. I got a chance to drive one. I remember when I flew back to Atlanta, they was like, "We out of rental cars, but we got this for you." And they pulled this Challenger around. I said, "Ooh, a Hellcat." I said, "Yeah, I'll take that."
They had a rental Hellcat.
Yeah, that's all they had left. That's all.
What the heck?
Who was that? Who I rented from? Enterprise? Alamo. Alamo was like, "This is
Mhm.
all we got left." I said, "Well, it's just me. I'll take it." Man, I opened up the sunroof on that. That thing was barking out the back. I said, "Man, I might not want to get this car back. I got this car for had it for like a whole 8 days." I was like,
Oh
"Whew."
yeah.
Got a
Oh
lot
yeah.
of
Eight
look.
days. You want one? You gotta get
Yeah,
one then.
they made me almost want one. It was like, "Well, we can sell you this." Nah, I know, no. I don't need nothing
Nah, I
else.
don't want
I'm
that.
good right now. Mango 392 said it's the peanut butter seat straight fire.
Man, it's I just learned the name of them. It's called Sepia. That's the name of the like interior. They come in like I think they come in Maseratis and stuff like that too in this color. So
And you know what? Then I think they're in the newer Aston Martins as well, if I'm not mistaken.
I'll look it up. I'll look it up when we get off of here.
I'm not mistaken
But
because I
yeah.
know the Aston Martin did some things a little different.
Mm-hmm.
And I haven't been to the auto show that came here. I know it's coming back here again. It was one in Chicago. I wish I could have made it that one during All-Star weekend, but it was crazy trying to get there. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I like it. I like the color combination. And that's what another person said on here too. So I like the color combination. He wanted to know the name of the color of the seats, but now you already told him. So he said he's thinking about switching out his interior and he wants those seats.
Hey, do it, man. This what sold the car to me pretty much. Like the color of the seats, I was like, oh yeah. Because
And
I
then
was
I got
looking at a
somebody
lot
else
of them.
ask,
They had suede and black. What's up?
what year is that?
This 16.
16. Okay. And it's crazy. The guy
Mm-hmm.
said, I got a 17. I wish I had that color combination. He said it came on various ones, but not in the one that I got. He says, so I already made he said, I already told my wife, I'm switching. Hey, I say switching. You want to switch because it is a good combination. I like it. They'll let me find one at Copart. So I'm definitely snatching that interior out of there.
Yeah.
Me and my
Hey,
car,
man,
my
I just
Copart
make sure I
husband.
don't wreck mine then.
No, you don't want to do that. And I don't wish that on nobody at
Nah, I
all.
ain't
And
too much.
somebody asked me, there's another question. And it's from a lady. She said, I just recently started following Rail to Rail. And Rail to Rail just did a wrap on his. Are you planning on doing a wrap on yours?
I don't think I'm gonna do the wrap. Like my hood is wrapped in satin black, but I think I'm gonna have the wheel set off the actual like color. I think I'm gonna keep it black. I like the black, and I think I'm going either gold or like rose gold on the wheels. And then I'm gonna color my accents and stuff like that those same colors. So whichever color I go with, I'm get my accents painted that color too.
You know, that's going to be fire, especially with the emblems, that color, and all the accent parts, that bottom
Mm-hmm.
part. Like I know Demonology, his thing at the bottom is painted. Everybody thought it was paint. No, he had that painted yellow at the bottom. He took that crap off, had it painted yellow. You had him accents painted. It's gonna set that whole car off. Might make me want to buy it. Set that off. And y'all, I ain't biased to cars. I love cars. Period. I don't care what they are, especially cars with V8s and power. That's kind of always been my thing. Mr. John said black and gold, like a Trans Am black and gold.
Yeah, well, not
Or like
black.
a
I'm
rose
talking about
gold.
the wheels gonna be gold.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then the accents, like I said, either gonna be gold. I don't know which gold I'm going with, but the a tire shop that I go to down here, that's where I buy all the rims for my cars. They they paint the accents and stuff like that, so they do a pretty good job. And they do like brake calipers and all that, so it's pretty
That
cheap
was the
too.
next question about that. Somebody asked. The same person said, well, "Are you gonna do the brake calipers to match?
Oh,
Are you doing?" They just said that's all they asked. Are you doing a brake caliper match? And I'm like, wow, they are really on it.
yeah. I think I might like if I do go gold or copper, or not copper, but like rose gold, I'm definitely
Uh-huh.
probably gonna have to change it. I don't think it's the red not gonna look good. I don't think. I have to see them on there first, but
Yeah, it's one of those things where you have to see it on and look at it and like, let me look at this
yeah,
combination. Let me change that. Like I know
yeah,
for Stunner Reese, shout out to Stunner Reese, when he was
yeah. I
doing
seen
his,
Stunner Reese.
he decided, I better change this, better change that. And a few other people I've seen do it. They changed a lot of things with it. I do love what Dodge has done with it. I know somebody that and me and Local talked about, I don't know if he's still in here. I know somebody that's at Dodge. They actually have whatever, I forgot what model that's called now. They have the race edition coming through, and I'm supposed to go up to get some good footage of it.
Okay.
And they actually changed the color combination on the calipers because I saw a picture of it. And I thought that was real cool that they did the color combination for the calipers to actually match the color of the car.
I got you. I got you.
And I thought that was real cool for what they did. And they said just kind of trying some. They kind of tried some things out to see, how the public will respond to it, and how a lot of huge Mopar fans respond to it. And they're thinking about doing that. And then there was also talks about bringing the Barracuda back. And they
Oh, that
said
Barracuda be
they said
hard.
they kind of thinking of doing different things, and it's all geared to what everybody likes right now.
Yeah.
And I think that's the best thing. And Dodge has taken a grip on that. I know y'all like, you talking about Dodge like that and you a GM man. Hey, I'm everybody man. But I'm just saying, because I got a Dodge Ram. I got a Dodge Ram outside. I'm going to talk about that too. So
Yeah.
I love what Dodge is doing with it. And I got a chance to actually, what was it, 2 years ago? 3 years ago. Excuse me, 3 years ago. My dad was still living in 3 years ago. Got to go to a show that Dodge was putting on in South Carolina, and I got a chance to meet some of the designers and whatnot and talk to them about a few things that was coming up, what they were doing. And I like what they're bringing to the table. They're actually, and this was what was told to me, and this was the person that was in charge of the marketing team. They said, you know what? We got a lot of YouTubers, and this was 3 years ago. 3
Yeah.
years ago. So we got a lot of YouTubers that are gravitating toward our vehicles and whatnot, and we're listening to what they're saying because what they're saying is what the people want. Shout out to them for that, because my thing was this: you don't have a lot of people doing that. You don't have a lot of companies out here doing it. No offense to other companies, but there's not a lot of companies doing that, especially then. That's sitting here and saying, you know what? This person's doing it. What up, Just Auto Channel? This person, is saying this, saying that. You know what? Let's pay attention to what they want, because that's what it's about. Paying attention to what the people want. Not saying that they are not paying attention to what the people want, but the thing about it is, it's a lot of YouTubers doing it now. And I could go down the list: Tall Guy, to Mr. Organic, to you, to Demonology, to Rail, to, oh my God, I go down the list: SRT Bree,
Jeremy Barrett.
to him, to
Who
Hemi
else?
Life and Hemi Wife.
Give Me Life. Yeah.
Which I'm still trying
Mozzie.
to get. Yeah, I want to forget about him. I said, there's so many people doing great things. And I love what they're doing. I love how they're putting Dodge on the map with that and showing different things. And not only that, I love that Dodge is making it affordable, because you have some vehicles out here
why I
that
went with it.
are not affordable to everybody. And that's what I told them then. And I recorded that footage. I need to find that. It's probably in my drive somewhere, in my cloud storage somewhere. And I told them, I love what y'all doing with that. I said, y'all basically doing a whole lot. And not only that, consumers can afford it. I said, because that's the problem a couple of other companies are having. They getting these vehicles done and getting this out there. When they put it out there, 70, 80 grand, 90 grand. Well, the average working person, or straight out of college, or college student, is not going to sit there and spend that much money when they got college debt going on. They're not going to spend that kind of money on a vehicle like that. But they see that, oh, well, dang, I can get this, and dang, and y'all gonna give me a deal for this? So yeah, definitely Mango 392. Big up to Dodge for that. And I've gave them big props for doing that. I said, y'all listen to the people and say, you know what? We're gonna target this toward the newer generation, and we're gonna grab their attention, and we're gonna have it at an affordable price where they can afford it, and especially where the payments are not breaking the bank.
Yep. That's because I was looking at, so always been kind of like leaning towards Ford, like you said, like I said, I still got a Mustang now, but I always had Mustang. So when I first started doing YouTube and stuff, I was like, man, I want to get me either a Terminator or a GT 500, like the newer ones. But I was looking at the prices, I was like, man, this is ridiculous. Like I'm about to pay almost 50 grand, or like the new
All right, Mr. John.
2020, the new
Mhm.
2020 GT 500s are like up there, like uh what's it called? Up there with like the demon prices and stuff like that. I don't think it's worth it.
Yeah, like my neighbor down the street, he has a Hellcat Charger. Charger's
Hmm.
clean. I stopped him one day, and finally he stopped another day. And we just kind of chopped it up because he really wanted to look at my deuce on the quarter. That was why, because I had it
Yeah,
out in the driveway, going to leave. And me was chopping up. He said, "You know what? I actually thought about getting either the new vet or this or that, but for the money, he was like, I saw this, and then my kids can ride in the back comfortably." He said, "I could
yeah,
either get the Charger or the Challenger, but I want the Challenger. I want the Charger because I have more room for my kids to ride, and I still have
yeah.
the same great power." And he said, "Man, I love what I did, and I spent less money doing it."
Hmm.
So my thing is, shout out to Dodge for doing that. And yeah, me and Gene, Dodge made a lot of money for sure. Yes, they did make a lot of money, but it's the price point that got me when I first was. Even when I had that Charger I was driving around, it still had the window sticker on. And that
Hmm.
Challenger I was driving around, I had a Charger too. I had a Charger 1 point that they gave me, but that Challenger was it. That
Yeah.
was the first Hellcat I got a chance to drive for that many days. And I was like, wow. And I found a sticker price. Wow, this is actually not that bad in price.
Yep.
I said, My wife was like, don't you even think about it. You got too many damn cars and you can't put the kids in it. And I was like, well, that's what the Escalade for. That's what the Escalade's for. I put the kids in there. No,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
do not need to do that. I said, okay. All right.
Yeah, we gotta hear that. We gotta hear that.
Well, it talks
I'm
some
trying to
sense
get
to me
another
because
car
it's
now.
like me and you talked the other day when you was talking about looking for furniture. I said, oh yeah, I gotta get my son a different bed. I gotta do this, do that. All that stuff started playing in my head. I was like, yeah, I better not. I'm not gonna do
Yeah.
that. I said it was fun to drive. I said, plus I know somebody that own one, and he said I can come borrow it anytime. He's like, hey man, you come in and borrow it anytime, drive it, which I'm waiting for the weather to break and all the salt is off the road. I'm gonna do a
Hmm.
review, and he got a 2020.
Okay. Okay.
And I'm end up doing a review on that sometime coming up. But
He
man,
got the Charger or
I'm trying to
Challenger.
make. He has a Challenger,
Okay.
and
Let
his
me
son
know.
has the Charger. That was so
Dang,
crazy combination. But they went and got them the same day. They picked them up right before Christmas. That was their gift to themselves.
that could have been their
So I
YouTube
told,
start off.
yeah, and the thing about it is his son does YouTube a little bit, but he's like, we rather you just do that because you know more about, like when they got it and I looked at it, I was telling them everything about the engine, this and that. They looked at me like I was like a damn head, like we don't know nothing you talking about. We just like the car, we like speed, we like this.
Hey
But I'm
man,
sitting there
you gotta
telling them what
learn
they
though.
got. And I said, oh, they already did the delete on this. They already did this. They already did that. I got, oh, this got this. They said, they just looked at me like, okay. They just said, okay, shaking their head like, and I was telling them, and then that's when they pull out the book, and they was like, "Yeah, we paid extra for this package." Oh, that's why it came in
Yeah,
a
yeah.
package having this done. The K&L filter package came in with this package. Okay, now I see why y'all got this and got that. I'm thinking they just did that. No, we really just when
Yeah.
dealership got it and brought it home, and that was it. And you saw it right after
That's crazy.
Christmas. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. But KJ, another thing is that was all the questions that everybody sent. I know you answered a
Okay.
lot, not a whole lot of questions, but when you started talking, a lot of questions you already answered. And I always have somebody ask these same questions, and I'm not going to do that. The man is a married man. Y'all leave the man alone. I'm not going to do that. I have some women ask these questions. Is he married? He's married. Leave him alone. We're
Yeah,
not
I'm
going to do
married,
that.
man. My
In
wife
New
in
York
there
Love.
right now.
Yes, we say New York Love Connection, and I don't want y'all getting that man in trouble and his wife come trying to wring my neck. No. No. So, with that being said, KJ, I definitely appreciate you for coming through. I didn't want to hold
No
you up too
worries, bro.
long. Man, I know this is not going to be the last time you come through,
Oh
especially when
yeah,
the
this
weather
ain't gonna be
gets
the
a little
last time.
warm and whatnot. Definitely got to have you on again because I got other people asking. We want to see a picture of the car. You want to see a picture of the car? It's dark over there where he is. Go to KJ Car
It's
Reviews
dark
on
out.
IG. The pictures are on there. You want to see the videos? Go to his YouTube channel. Just type in KJ
I got
Car
all that
Reviews. His YouTube is on there. He has the footage of that and the Mustang. Somebody said, and
right here.
look, he even has the merch. Somebody did
Got the
ask me,
merch.
are you going to start selling merch? Because they was looking at the shirts.
Yeah, I do plan on selling merch. I don't know if I'm gonna sell shirts like this or if I'm gonna make like my custom sayings that I say like into shirts and then put my little car reviews by KJ like on the tag, like a little small on the bottom somewhere where it's not too like out there, you know. But I do plan on making merch. I just gotta find a good distributor to like get the cheap hoodies and cheap shirts, and then I already got like people that printed on there.
Well,
So
if you need somebody to get the stuff from, I got the hookup to get that. As far as
okay,
getting the print stuff, I've been kind of dealing with a few people. Like I'm wearing one of my merch shirts now.
yeah,
Wearing one of my New York in your city shirts, has my logo, has that on. I don't know if y'all can see that, but
yeah,
it has that on
that's
it.
fine.
This was a sample shirt done that I had done, and I was like, you know, it's nice and all, but it ain't as wide as I want. It ain't this how I want. And I talked to the company back and forth. I know somebody that works with them, which I'm not going to shout out the company because they did a good job, but it
Yeah,
wasn't as big as I wanted and how I wanted it when I first designed it. Because I designed everything and just
yeah,
did it online and talked to them and said, look, I want to do this, do that, do this. Not a lot of people do that, but I got introduced to somebody here, and then Memphis Mike's wife, I got to talk to her, and then a few other people I got put on to that does some stuff, and then a young kid I got put on to that's a YouTube star, and I didn't know he lived here in Kansas City. He actually lives here, and he actually hit me up. Somebody told him about me, a video I made, and said, hey, and he hit me up and said, hey man, I do stuff and do this. I have my own print stuff, have this, and I looked at his video. He does. He has his own everything running out of his parents' spare
okay,
garage, and I told him I would hit him up. I'll come see what he got going. He said I can make some shirts for a reasonable price. I said because I know sooner or later people are going to ask me, can I get a shirt? Can I get this? Can I get that? Can I get this? And I want to make sure I have it. Period.
yeah.
So I'm sorry, Missy with the L. Missy with the L was like, hey, I asked a question about the merch. I answered it for you. He answered it for you, and they want to know about my merch. It's coming. He said his is coming. She said, okay, I'm staying tuned. She said, thank you for that. She said, I'm actually in San Diego, so I will pull up to get one. Okay.
Oh snap! Appreciate that.
Said, I will pull up. She said, I work for, oh, okay. She works for one of the amusement parks there. She said, I will pull up and get one. She
Hey, I
said,
can get you a hoodie. Getting a hoodie is easy. Like if you want one of these or want a shirt, then hey, matter of fact, I'll just give it to you since you're a supporter like that.
you hear that?
Off
Hit him
rip.
up. He will just give it to you. And shout out for
Just hit
Just
up my
Auto Channel
Instagram.
for putting that up. Car Reviews by KJ. Put it up. Definitely appreciate that. You can find it. Man, KJ, definitely thank you for stopping through, man, out of your busy
No
schedule.
worries, bro.
And like I said, you're always welcome to come through. Just hit me up, and I'm definitely gonna hit you up to come back through, especially when the weather. Well, the weather's gonna warm up. Where you at before it warms up here?
Oh yeah,
I'm
yeah.
gonna start
It's
getting warm
already. I
weather
got
next
shorts
month.
on right now.
Yeah, see, you already got t-shirts on. We sitting out. Well, it did get a little warm. They got 60s, but then they talking about snow coming
Oh
again
yeah.
Wednesday. I'm like,
Nah.
man, every time we turn around, it gets warm. The snow coming, just drop back down. So that's how it is in KC right now. We get the best of both
Yeah.
worlds. We get the hot, we get the cold, we get it all. So definitely, like I said, thank you for coming through. What's up, just auto show? Okay, I'll make sure I didn't miss anybody's question. That was it. Definitely coming. Thank you for coming through. I don't want to hold up all your time. We'll have you definitely on again, especially to see the cars. We want to see the cars, so we'll have you on
I got
again
you.
to show the cars, y'all. He'll be home to show the cars.
I got
But
you. I
like I
got you.
said, thank you for coming through. And man, take it easy out there.
All right, bro.
All right.
Peace out, y'all.
Man, definitely appreciate him for coming through, man. Definitely appreciate him coming through. Sorry, y'all know my live run a little longer than what it normally runs, but it's okay. I thank y'all for coming through, rocking with me through this time. And tomorrow we'll be back tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. Central Time with 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It will be a countdown that will be on IG and on here like I did today, where you won't miss a thing. Definitely come back through and rock with me. And man, like I said, thank you for coming through rocking with me. I know, Queen B, you want a story time. It's kind of late, but I'm going to give a quick story. Because I know you get ready to ask. When you get ready to ask, what's the story? You got a story? I know you get ready to ask. The story is this. And I wasn't there, but the person who told me this story, and it happened this weekend, was something else. This weekend, everybody knows All-Star Weekend, right? Everybody knows All-Star Weekend. It was also auto show there in Chicago, and then it was Daytona 500 Daytona. But we're going to talk about Chicago. We're going to talk about people that came up there, and the person that hit me up about this story not only just told me the story, they showed me the video and proof, and I wish I could have had the video to be on here. Man, appreciate it, Just Auto Channel. Appreciate it, man. I try my best to bring y'all the live uncut. I try not to go too long, trying to go past the hour, but I know I went past the hour. It's okay. Tomorrow probably won't be past the hour. I'll probably read it out. So you especially waiting. Okay, so I'm gonna tell a story. So the person that hit me up and showed me the footage is somebody who I used to do security with back in the day, and he still does it from time to time, especially big events like All Star and Super Bowl and all that stuff. He still does all those big events for a lot of the artists that come through and whatnot. He's doing it. He said, man, you wouldn't believe what has gone on up here. And when he told me, I said, man, I'm going to tell this story. He said, tell it. I don't give a shit. Tell it. So I said, I'm going to tell it. He said that, and this has nothing to do with famous people. Well, it does and it doesn't. He said, you would not believe the women that came up here just to try to find somebody. And then he said, you wouldn't believe some of these women didn't even have hotel rooms. They were banking on meeting somebody so they could stay with somebody. I said, I wouldn't doubt it. He said, no, New York. Way worse than what it normally is. I said, what do you mean? What? He said, man, it was so many. He said, you know, he said, me and him back in the day, yeah, J. King is sad. Me and him used to see that back in the day. And it usually be a straggle few, not a lot. And what they would do is try to end up at a party that went on for a long time and stay there, try to catch a nap there and use a shower there, a bathroom there, and then they dip on out. They keep it moving. We called them. Well, I ain't gonna tell you what we called them because I'm not gonna do that. No, we're not gonna do it. I'm not gonna tell you. Coming in the chat, y'all. I was on the website on YouTube. Sorry, I didn't respond. Yo, KJ, it's okay. You respond to him on here. If anybody got any more questions for KJ, he said he will kindly answer them. Super Bowl all over again. Yeah, Philip, I know Super Bowl all again. But anyway, he said it was more than what I normally seen. So what you mean by more than what I've seen? He said, man, he said it was at least 20 to 30 women trying to catch up with people so they can try to either stay in a room. He said, man, when I got done on Friday night, basically early Saturday morning, he said, I didn't get to the hotel until about almost 6 that morning. Sun was about to come up. He said, and this chick was like, hey, you remember me from this spot, that spot? He said, I remember her face, but I don't remember. And I was like, yeah. He said, can I just use your bathroom? They're not going to let me come in here without using the bathroom. So he said, me being nice, because there was no bathroom downstairs unless she's staying, I'll use the bathroom. He said, why did she go in there and take a whole full-ass shower? And I said, wait a minute, what? He said, she just used the bathroom. She took a full shower, had a change of clothes, used my iron, and then as she got dressed, turned around and took a nap, and then got up and left. I said, wait a minute. She went in there and basically stayed in your room. He said, man, she was here for 3 hours. She took a quick shower, wrapped her hair. She had her own little robe, laid on a chair, went to sleep. He said, and she slept. He said, I couldn't even get her ass up. I said, you said, I couldn't get her ass up. He said her phone was going off because her girls were looking for her. She had to have somewhere to lay. I said, damn, man, that is terrible. Yeah, Gene, terrible. And I said, man, I got to tell the story on my live. He said, man, tell it. Just don't put my name in it. I'm not going to do it. And he said, and you know, so-and-so and so-and-so. I said, yeah. I said, wait a minute, he still do security. Yeah, he do it like I do whenever it's big events. He said this. He said, do you know he had the same thing in his room? He said, that's the new hustle now. Let me use your bathroom. I got my little bag and I got my clothes in it, and I'm going to go in there, take a shower. Yes, like Bike Week. I've been through that during Bike Week. Yes, you were right for like Bike Week. That's the new hustle game. To go take a shower, use your towels, use whatever soap they brought with them, if they brought soap with them, get all made up, take a nap in your room, and then turn around and leave. He said, well, at least she said thank you. He said, but then when she left, people thought I was done did something. He said, man, I ain't touched that chick. I was like, I just got quiet. I'm like, yo, that shit's crazy. And while he's telling me this, we're video chatting. He shows it to me. He pulls up a video. And we're watching it while I'm chatting. And he said, you wouldn't believe this shit if I didn't tell you. If I told you without showing, you wouldn't believe it. I said, I believe it because I know anything, but nobody else would believe it, so I had to film it. He filmed the shower. He filmed her coming in, the shower running. She was in there, wasn't in there that long. Took a quick shower, had a robe on, laid down, went to sleep, took the robe on, had her clothes on, did her hair, did her makeup in the mirror on the outside. You know the mirrors, how the hotel had the mirrors before you go out the door. And then bounced out. I said, shit. I said, I guess that's the new hustle. He said, then he saw it again later on that night, and he said, oh, so I guess you really had to use my bathroom. And she admitted to him, oh, I know where to stay. I just hope when I got here, I can do this and do that. I said, you know, they used to do that in Hollywood when they was trying to become actresses and actors. I said, but damn, that's the new game now. Wow. He said, there's more. He said, you know, we used to see a few. Now we seeing a lot of them. And I was like, man, that's crazy that many was there. So that's my story time for the night. And my conclusion to that story is, man, I guess that's the hustle. Now it's a new hustle. You do whatever you got to do to get where you got to go. So what can we say about that? But y'all, my time is way overdue. I'm way overdue. I should have been already done. So y'all, I appreciate everybody that's still in here. I know I kind of ran some folks off because you don't go this long, but I thank y'all for rocking with me. I'm going to keep bringing alive as much as I can. Tomorrow's guest you do not want to miss. Need for Speed. Car Reviews will be in the building. Then after that, Hubble Bubble will be coming on right after him. So y'all definitely don't want to miss it. Definitely want to be ready. Or it might be the other way around. I know about tomorrow who's coming on first. So definitely that's my two guests for tomorrow. Later on this week, Dunk Planet will be in the building. Y'all definitely don't want to miss that. For those that don't know who he is, you definitely want to tune in because he's responsible for Dunk Day. Until then, peace, blessings. Y'all take it easy. Peace.